Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. So today we're going to be looking at 10,000 Hbar versus 10,000 Casper. So in this video we'll be running through both projects and seeing which may be the better investment for the bull run. Both projects have some similarities in terms of what they're trying to achieve. Hbar is proof of stake and Casper is proof of work, but they're obviously both fast, they're both scalable, they're both layer ones. So there is some kind of correlation between the two in that regard. I think Hbar obviously has the green narrative running through it, which I think because of how the world is going, and it's all about energy efficiency, reducing emissions in cars, in mining, and anything really. They're trying to bring that right down. The governments are all coming together to try and do that, which means that they're probably going to push projects that are green. So I think that's something to bear in mind as well. I can't seem to find too much about how green Casper is, but I'm sure it probably will be because it's fast and scalable and stuff like that. But we'll have a look to make sure that, I haven't got that research yet, but we'll do that at some point. I asked you guys to tell me more about Casper in a recent video, and you certainly delivered. I was on a night shift last night, and I have another one starting in around an hour. But I have managed to look a little deeper, and some of the comments were unbelievable. So let's take a little look. So firstly, we'll look at Hbar. Incredibly fast, predictably low fees, which we knew. I've also discussed how their governing council, that is stacked. It's a who's who of brilliant, massive companies. If we look on here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hbar, transactions per second, Hbar blows out the water. The cost, the low cost, blows them both out the water. The speed, again, blows them both out of the water, and also the energy consumption per transaction, which we touched on a little bit earlier. That's so low. Hbar, obviously, as you know, I'm currently invested in. I'm still DCAing into. I really like the project, and I think it's going to do really well in the bull run. If we take a look at Casper, again, fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer one in the world. That's a bold statement, but it's becoming more and more attractive, this project. It really is. Just want to have a quick look at the key features, because I think so. We've got fastest transactions, we've got instant confirmation. Casper was designed to be hundreds of times faster than Bitcoin, with each Casper transaction visible to the network in 1 second, and each transaction fully confirmed in 10 seconds on average. So this tech seems to be like superb. Scalability, which we spoke about a little bit earlier. Casper solves the scalability problem with its ability to generate and confirm multiple blocks per second. This comes with no trade-off to security and decentralization, as seen with the proof-of-stake networks. We've got efficient proof of work, security, block DAG. Again, I'm not going to go through all the entire website. I mean, obviously, come on these yourself and have a good read through, because there's a lot of information to be had. Check out white papers, things like that. With regards to charts, Hbar's chart is this. The difference between Hbar and Casper in terms of charts and how we look at the charts, I think, is that Hbar has had a bull run. Casper hasn't yet. So it's kind of exciting where Casper could go, but for Hbar's purposes, its all-time high was like 50 odd cents. I think that Hbar will hit $1. In my opinion, that's where it's going to go. Its market cap at the minute, is high in comparison to Casper's, 1.9 billion. Market cap rank as well, 31st. I still fully believe in Hbar. I don't have any problems with continuing to DCA into it. If we check Casper's chart now, this chart looks really good, and it is one of these charts that you're thinking, where do you get in at? I like to get in at not at the top of any particular chart, because you always have that fear that you're buying at the wrong time. The market cap for this is just under $800 million, so it has come down a little bit since I recorded the last Casper video. So it's starting to look more and more attractive again in terms of that. if we go back here, so we've looked at the charts. Community-wise, I haven't heard a lot from the Hbar community in the comments section of my Hbar videos, but I've had a massive response from the Casper community, and I think we should take a quick look at these now. Like, this is quite incredible. The amount of comments from they're Casper holders, and I'm trying to reply to absolutely every single one of them, and I'll continue to do that throughout, probably tomorrow morning, things like that. But let's have a look at some of the comments. So Cas has held up remarkably during the last crypto dump. I'll be surprised if it dropped much under 3 cents. Even if the dump continues, I bought a huge bag of Cas for under a penny and wouldn't even think about selling it until it hits between 50 cents and $1. I mean, what an entry price that is, under a penny. Brilliant. $4 to $6. So that's their price prediction for Cas. ADA started at 2 cents, went over $3. ADA has a lot more supply, and ADA is older tech. After really deep diving on it when it was at 0.006, I went heavy in. I do have orders in at 0.027. That would be the 618 retrace. Smart contracts, when they come, will really send this. So it's very interesting. Excuse me. The amount of comments we've got from the Casper community. Someone's put, mate, I've been looking at Casper when it was at 0.01. Brought, sold, and regret it so much. I think we've been there before. I did that with Quant, which was a bit annoying back in earlier, the last bull run. Regret it so much, waiting to jump in, hopefully around 0.030, and then I'm locking the bag up for to the top of the bull. Don't forget, there were no pre-sales whatsoever, no VCs involved. So in that sense, there are no unlocks. Only thing unlocked are the minted tokens. Also, in terms of roadmap, the best is yet to be implemented. And that's key. The best is yet to be implemented. So what's coming next? First of all, Casper written in Rust. They're testing it now. Then DAC Knight. Then smart contracts. I personally expected during the bear to move gradually to 10 cents on a time frame from today till Bitcoin halving late April next year. So it's interesting. I'm really loving the different opinions. Well, they're all positive opinions, to be fair. This guy says, I think that Casper can hit $1 to $2, assuming nothing derails the project over the next 18 months. I suppose it might be able to go higher. Considering it hasn't seen a bull run, you can't go wrong. It's a good long-term hold for 2030 bull. Also, fair launch, top-notch developers, solid community, fast, scalable, and secure. You are crazy not to have this in your portfolio. It's 15% of my portfolio, behind Bitcoin and ETH, and ahead of XRP and XLM. I'm not going to go through every single comment. Well, I'll do just one last one here at the bottom, though. Yes, you need 100. You 100% need Casper. It's a very low counterparty risk. Has a huge community. $2 to $8 is achievable. So obviously, some of the prices, like $8, is that achievable? I'm not so sure. That seems very high. But then again, when we go into the bull market, this is going to just range in price discovery, and we don't know what this can do yet. So it's exciting, and I do appreciate as well all the comments that we've had on that video. It's really shown a real camaraderie for the Casper community. It's great. So who wins? Who wins? Well, I hold Hbar, and I'll continue to DCA into it, as I've said. However, I feel I may have slept on Casper, and it's something I will add to my portfolio. I think I'm definitely going to add it to my portfolio. The response to Casper, what I've seen, it'd be silly not to at this stage. I would like a better entry price, I've got to admit. When I'm first going to go my first step into a coin, I don't like to buy too high. I don't like to buy too high at all, but especially in your first entry. So as one of the comments said, 0.027 to 0.30 is a range I'd like to be getting into Casper. And yeah, I think it may have the potential to maybe go higher. The lower market cap, and then going into the bull market, and it's not experienced one yet, does attract me. And I do, now I'm starting to understand what Casper are about a little bit more. Definitely seeing how positive the community are around it. It's definitely something I need to look at. Yeah, so that's that. Subscriber wise, thank you very much as well. We've just hit 110, which is far beyond my expectations at this stage, so I really appreciate that. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Comment below which is your favorite. Maybe we get some Hbar comments this time to see what the Hbar community is saying. Thank you very much, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow.